Good evening, everyone. Hello. How are we all doing? Just check that. Mic is on. Good. Mic is on. Hi. um, Also, back on YouTube again with streaming. Haven't been streaming there in a little while. Well, I suppose I was on a break on mostly on Twitch as well for a bit. But yeah, I have the welcome back YouTube. I hope if you were watching back this VOD, I hope you enjoy it. If you're watching this live, hello, welcome in. And if you're on YouTube, maybe consider giving the stream a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And you want to catch more, please hit the subscribe button. But also hello Twitch, good to see you guys all as well. If you're watching mobile, I made a little update to the vertical view if you want to check it out. You don't have to watch it in vertical, but like if you are curious, I did just do a thing. Let's see who is here today. I see Charlotte writes GG's on getting first today. Also, just saw you share a 70 stream streak. The streaks are getting long for a lot of people this stage. GG's on a 70 stream streak. Enjoy those extra pennies, spend them wisely. Tazzy, good to see you. The dual format thing is cool. Oh yeah, cool. Lily Bells, hello. Chrono Mate, hi. Ixade, I don't know if you're gone already, but if you are, thanks for popping by. Appreciate that. Wraith Doge, Lynn Larson, good to see you. Luthers, how are you doing? Hi, Lady Laura. Lady Lorax, good to see you too. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I ended up taking a little bit, kind of a break last week from doing content stuff. I just needed a break after all the stuff that has been going down for a little bit. And just take a little bit of time. I did actually hang out with quite a few people online during last week. So like it was we tried out the new game called Mecha Chameleon, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of going crazy across Twitch at the moment. A lot of people in the MCYT seem to be trying it out. So I've been playing Mecha Chameleon with a lot of friends. Leaf Cloud, good to see you too. Laura, you're fishing right now. Very nice. Did some fishing as well. I still haven't really gone into the MCC fishing beyond just like hanging out with friends. So yeah, it's been good. On that end, of course, I did stream on Saturday. It was just a Twitch stream. So on Saturday, I was invited to another creator SMP called Adorn SMP, and the VOD should still be up on Twitch at this stage, but it's a lovely to go check out what they were doing. Anyway, I think what we'll do was head on to Skyblock, onto my Skyblock World, and we can chat and chill while doing some building, because we've got some building to do today. Let me just switch game mode there. So yeah, oh, we got rainbow. Let's get the rainbow out. Thanks, Val. I'm counting you to do that. There we go. And I'm gonna throw a timer on so that I don't have to think about it. 10 minutes. Let's go. And the nice thing is 10 minutes in daytime for me here. So let me just do a quick update on the project we have been working on recently. So I'm just gonna hide. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Let's do that for the moment so you can see it without any interference. So I've been building this big giant Mesa ring. We've got a bunch of things built. I love that FreeCam is now updated for this version. Basically, we've been able to update our Minecraft version instance to the latest version because everything is updated except for 2 mods, which are actually 3 mods. I don't have the Clear Void mod available. That doesn't seem to be updating anymore, so I need to figure out an alternative for that. But also Axiom and Flashback have yet to be updated yet, but that's fine. Should be able to get by without them for the moment. But yeah, so this is a big giant ring. It's filled in, but we do need to come back in and do some texturing with some of the stained clays or stained terracotta and get them in. We need to basically populate this ring with a whole bunch of buildings where we're going to keep our villagers. I need to do a redesign on the top of this tower here. There's going to be a couple of buildings leading onto that. And then we need to do the interiors. So this entire system here of... This entire thing needs to be filled in with caves of different varieties. So we're going to fill this with dripstone caves and get the new sulfur blocks and turn those into caves. So this is a long-term project. But today we are going to work on this thing here in the center. So this here is the symbol of the stone wards, which I have decided designated for this build over here. I'll just do a quick look at the map here and you'll see what I mean. So up here we have my Temple to the Watchers, and the Temple to the Watchers has a symbol called for the Truth Watchers. So the Truth Watchers is the name of the symbol that we have here. Down here we have my main base, and in the center here we have the symbol for the Bondsmiths. And then over here we have the symbol for the Light Weavers over the Spider Farm. And then actually there is another symbol over here. This is for the Elks Callers, where I've got my Squid Farm. So we got a lot of symbology happening. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 of the symbols out of 10 already used up. But my plan is to eventually have all 10 symbols in the world representing different parts of my Forever World, really. So let's clear out my stuff here, because I am going to need red sand, and I've got a bunch of boxes here that are just... I know I've got to finish off this little bit of terracotta here, but we'll get to that. I think what we'll do for now is let's get something complete. I feel like I need to complete a section of this that will feel like, yes, that's it. There's nothing else that needs to be done on this particular section. So, clear out inventory of stuff that we don't need. Okay. Let me see how much red sand we have to play with. Oh, plenty. Okay. That's all red sand, I think. It's hard to tell with all this, with my visor on. The visor makes it hard to see. Which is the whole point. Okay, so we got these. And this should probably be enough red sand. I'm pretty sure I used... I'll just double check that I used red sandstone and not the smooth red sand. That's red sandstone. Perfect. Okay. So this is a fairly easy one to deal with. We just need to build this simple. You'll probably do a little bit of cleaning up here as well afterwards. I'm gonna have to keep the villagers, the zombie villagers here for now. Yeah, so I got to keep the zombie villagers here for now. These guys are going to be moved into a museum somewhere over here. And just like, because they're going to become a mob switch in the future. Okay. It's a lot of tinted glass. I think I'll be able to save that though. Okay, where is my stone cutter? Let's make, let's just check how much we actually need. Material list. So that is 19 stacks of red sandstone slabs. Okay, so 19 stacks, which is 9 stacks of full blocks. That's easy. So 9 stacks. That's the round blocks. How has your weekend been? Have you guys had good weekends? And I don't know if anyone is living in the areas like in Europe at the moment, which is heading towards a stupid, well, not stupid, but like a ridiculous, like large parts of Europe at the moment are experiencing a massive heat waves at the moment. So I don't know if anyone here is in such a situation at the moment. We are due to have pretty hot weather in Ireland for the next couple of days, but it won't. I don't think it's going to go above 30. Celsius, so I think we'll actually be fine. Beck, hi! Give yourself a shout out. Gaming with friends, but it's currently 100 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I'm pulling out all the cooling. Jeez, girl, 100? No. No, 100 is too much. 100 is too much. It does not compute. Music's. Your experience at cold front, Luthers? Oh, gorgeous. Okay, I had not realized that 100 was 37 degrees. That's insane. We had a good 3-day weekend here in Texas. We were off Friday due to the holiday. Oh yeah. Is it June? It was Juneteenth last week, wasn't it? I think that I remember someone mentioning that to me, or mentioning it. No, that is the weather is gone hot and awful recently. Okay, so I need 3 more stacks of red sandstone. Let's see if we've got enough up here. That happened to duplicate more. But yeah, it's like, I know a lot of schools in the UK, not in Ireland because it's not that hot. Actually, sorry, it doesn't matter in Ireland because most schools are off in Ireland at this time of year. So I need... That's another stack. That's not a full stack. I have 2 more. Yeah. So it's the humidity that kills Ireland. Yes, Dark Tech Mage. Also, I keep meaning to ask you for coffee or for lunch. And I've been thinking about it for a while. Oh, dude. I want to tell you now. But I think I'm going to wait until after stream. Okay, I'll wait until after stream. But yes. I think I'm running. I think I need to run the duper. Guys, I need to run the duper. Okay, we need to go. Also, have you seen... obviously, we can't say the name of the show. Please don't say the name of the show. But did you see the show that is on next year? I don't know if you follow that account on Instagram or not, or follow their socials. Okay, yeah, I need to run the duper. Okay, off to the duper we go. I need to bring some red sandstone just in case. Red sand just in case there isn't. I don't use social media. That's a good point. You don't use social media. Okay. Okay, well, we need to catch up. That's just what we need to do, mate. Because there's a bunch of things I need to catch you up on. Oh, actually, were you maybe I know you were doing some kind of D&D tabletopping on Saturday, so I don't know. I'll do some digging and I'll come back. Come back. I can see clearly now. The visor's gone. Hey, horror fan, I'm Liz. Watch, dude. You're not that. Literally, I started what? 20 minutes? Not even 20 minutes ago. That's not late. I have a box fan, which I have a box fan with an ice pack strapped to it, circulating the air in my office. Does it help, Beck? I may need that tomorrow. But yeah. Mate, message me. We need to meet up this week. But yeah. I was watching vids of a Charmed podcast. Ooh, like original Charmed? We're talking original Charmed, yes? Because like original Charmed, not the revived Charmed, which I don't think I ever watched. I think I saw some clips of it, but nothing's got to beat the original. In fairness, Charmed hasn't quite aged great in my opinion, but it was still a great show of its first time. Absolutely helps at the first circulation fan setup where one fan is blowing hot air out and one blows ice pack air in, but the bigger box fan helps keep less stuffy in here. Nice. Very nice. Who here has watched Charmed? The 90s Charmed. 90s and early to noughties Charmed. Because like that was the one that I was into. I don't know. It was a fun show. I liked it. But yeah, we don't have air conditioning, so for me being ghost pale doesn't match with the summer. Yes, the OG podcast with people who play Leo, Chris, and Piper. Yes. Oh. Yeah, I had crushes on both those guys. Both Chris and Leo at certain points. They were good-looking guys. Still are pretty. I actually haven't seen what they look like now, so I'm sure they probably are still good-looking. The OG Charms. So I've watched so many times. Yeah, I don't think I could go back and watch it now. Not when I like I didn't realize when I watched the Leprechaun stuff that they were actually trying to speak Irish, because the pronunciation was so bad. I hated the accents. Anytime they did the Irish accents, it was so cringe. Like I just did not. It was just not on. Okay, let's see if we have filled up our stuff. But yeah. You've got questions? All excitement questions. Yes. Well, anyway, we need to meet up IRL so we can actually chat about the drama. Because yes. Okay, I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then should be just 1 more, I think. I will. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Hey, Google. Set reminder. Ring Mage. $11.40. There you go. Now everyone knows that I have to. They're all going to be like, did you contact Mage? Did you contact Mage? Yes, I did. No excuses. Oh, jeez. Actually, I decided, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to read again. And I decided it was time to bring out, to reread The Wheel of Time. So I've started The Wheel of Time again. It's been a while since I read it. Actually, the last time I read it was when my our family dog Penny was unwell. So before she passed away. Oh, I need to turn down this. No, wrong button. I need to turn down, do a little bit of configuration. Okay, visuals. Alpha, I think. Yes. Existing fluids. Where's the thing? That's what I want to see. Got it. Okay. Also, we're still in Pride Month, so if I'm not late, happy Pride Month. Oh, absolutely. It's near MCC Pride. Actually, that's this weekend as well. Oh, this is going to be like a crazy Pride weekend, I suppose, for me, technically. So it's also Dublin Pride this weekend, too. So, yeah, I'll probably go into the parade for a bit. You've got me in a mood now, so I'm going to listen to the album I'd listen to. Absolutely. Go enjoy. We could chat about it later. I still need to listen to the show properly, actually. But like, I'm just going off the fact that like I'm familiar with a version of the show. But yeah, I do need to listen to the show properly. But yeah, we've got Dublin Pride on this weekend, so I'm gonna probably go along to that. I was chatting with some friends, and they're thinking of doing Belfast Pride this year instead of Dublin Pride, so I might go up and join them for the day when Belfast Pride is happening. I can only go for a bit of that. That'll just depend on a couple of the details as well. So Belfast Pride isn't until the end of July, but we got Pride Dublin this weekend, and MCC Pride on Saturday evening. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be going out on Saturday. I think I'll go into the parade, see if there's a couple of people I can go in with. Just have a good Gaeilge time, and then come home and watch my friends in MCC Pride. Yay! It's so cool to think that like a bunch of people. I actually know several people in MCC this time around. It's kind of cool. I went to Pride at the zoo last weekend with Luna. There was a Pride in the zoo. Or was that the lions? That's just the lions. Got to see the otters, so it was a very successful. Oh, I love the otters. I'm pretty sure we still have otters in Dublin Zoo as well, and they're adorable. Though I haven't been to Dublin Zoo in a bit, so I can't actually recall if we have otters in Dublin Zoo or not. Pretty sure we do. But for the pride of line jokes, absolutely. I should got a great photo of a lioness napping on a rock in the sunset. So yes, it was a pride during Pride. Yes, that's a cool idea though. Having a pride in a zoo. That's a really cool idea. Never thought of that before. But then again, why not? There's definitely examples of queerness in the animal kingdom, so we should celebrate that just as much as we celebrate human pride. So yeah, it's cool. Sadly couldn't go to an IRL event, but so excited I bought my first Rainbow Pride merch which are fully at. Yay! The coverings of offerings this year are so cute. Oh, that's so cool. No, happy for you. It's always like the first Pride after. Okay, I will be honest. I actually never went to a Pride when I was in the closet. But then again, I don't think I actually ever went to a proper Pride event until I was out of the closet quite a long time. Like, I'm pretty sure my first Pride that I went to, I would have been, when was that? It's like 4 or 5 years ago. So I was in my 30s for my first Pride. And by first Pride, I mean I was actually walking in it with the choir. So yeah, that's how they got me into Pride. Or did I go to? Oh no, actually, I lie. The first Pride, I actually did go to Pride before COVID at some point. Yeah, it was a bunch of YouTuber friends actually. Back many years ago when I did the old YouTube stuff. My joke is it blew up the closet with Minecraft TNT. Oh, did you blow up my closet? How dare you? Joke. Leon loves to joke that I make closets all the time in Minecraft, and it has become a little bit of a thing. The thing I am happy to do is it's a little bit of fun to do the closet stuff. In whenever actually I think there's a chance that I can't say anything. No, dude. Oh no, I'm sworn to secrecy. No, I can't do the thing yet. Okay, well, it'll come out at some point. It'll come out at some point, and my shame will be revealed for all the world to see. Oh, we do love the penguin. Did I tell you guys ever about the fact that my aunt, when she got married, she got married in the zoo, in Dublin Zoo. So that's the thing that you can do. You can book a wedding in the zoo, and that means you could also arrange to get pictures with some of the animals. I can't remember what the other option is, but the option that they went for were the penguins. So yes, my uncle ended up getting a penguin picture with his penguin suit on. Which is a lot of fun to think about. Which is which is actually awesome because my aunt works in photography, so she got some really cool pictures and she got to play around with that a lot in her wedding. So such a cool thing to be able to do. Say, hey, I got married in the zoo. I don't know if I'd do it. I think it would probably just depend on the spouse, on my spouse, if it like our decision together really on whether we wanted to do something like that. But like, it would be a cool thing to do. Getting married in the zoo. Oh, I need a sacrifice block. I need a sacrifice block. Let's do a little bit of oak. We can sacrifice a little bit of oak. So we can easily get some more of that. Yeah, nice thing is I don't have to worry about spawn proofing the letter, but this symbol, this glyph, because it is all on the HasLab. So nice and easy to maintain spawn proofedness. Bedtime. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold. I'm having a look at the vertical view. I'm not 100% sold on how I've set it up. But I've seen worse. It's been... I'm still going to be playing around with it. I was still calling the penguin lol. Always call him the penguin. Even though he's had a face reveal, he will always be the penguin. That is just the way of things. Gotta call Leon the penguin. And he's not a supervillain. Even though someday maybe he may meet his Batman. It's just a human suit. Oh, so totally true. Yeah, I've met him in person, so... Actually, Beck, you've met him in person too, haven't you? Weren't you? He did go down. He did go down to... He went down to Legs' thing, didn't he? He went down to the subathon. Yes, he did. I just like get to question that for a moment. Guys, I would have loved to have gone to the subathon. Right, Legs basically reached out to everyone and said, "Hey guys, if anyone, we're doing the subathon, and if you want to come visit, come do the thing." And like, he was very nice about it. But like, yeah, it's a little bit more of a trek for some of us than some for others. So, but yeah, and if Legs is doing the subathon at the same time next year, unfortunately, I can guarantee that I probably won't be there because work-wise, I am pretty sure it's going to be pretty similar to, for me, this coming year as it was last year. So the year just gone. So, which is good for me because it means I've got that other another year of stable finances and stuff like that. So that's a good thing. But it does mean that I miss out on things like the subathon and stuff like that. I'm reading Little Vampires at the moment. Little Vampires at the moment, and the book of my favorite childhood movie. Oh, is that a movie? Is that a book of the Little Vampires? I haven't seen Leon or Acorn, not on SPK until then. It's always interesting, lol. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to see all the connections being made and everyone connecting with each other across the thing. And ooh, anyway, but yeah, I suppose my reading is going to be a little bit. I suppose like this is only going to be my second time reread. This is my second time reading The Wheel of Time, so. Yeah, second time reading The Wheel of Time means that I'll be doing, because like it's nice. So I like rereading books. It's I have books which I've read multiple times and I enjoy it each time. Reading something for the first time, always, you can only ever have one first time. That's just the way of things. There's no way you can have it's an experience you can't get back. So rereading The Wheel of Time for the first time, it's going to be interesting because now I know the context for a lot of the stuff that happens in the story. I will say, regarding if you are at all interested in watching the show on Prime, don't read the books first. If you don't read the books first before you watch Wheel of Time, you have a chance of maybe enjoying the TV, the Prime show, the show on Prime, Amazon Prime. So that's my advice. If you do decide that, if anyone is ever interested in watching the Wheel of Time, watch it first. Then you can read the books and have it ruined for you. Because, yeah, there was it's. Unfortunately, when you read the books, too much of the books is changed in the show. The heart of the show, the heart of the story is just something completely different in the books to the show. So, if you read one and then watch the other, you will be sorely disappointed. So that's just the general vibe that everyone gets from the Wheel of Time, unfortunately. So that's the only way you can enjoy the TV show is if you watch the TV show first. So yeah, but there's a book and a movie. Yep, that moment Lala hadn't seen either outside of the Minecraft skins, so had no idea what they were. Yeah, it's true. Like you have to kind of see that and again, like Leon's only face revealed in the last. Actually, he's been face revealed for a year now, I think. Obviously, Acorn has been face revealed for quite a bit longer because I'm pretty sure Acorn had face out like for most of her stream career. So, if all of it, not all of it. So, but then again, she doesn't always stream a camera on. So sometimes. But yeah, actually, do you know what? Speaking of books and movies, I saw someone posting about this on Blue Sky. I think it was Blue Sky. So I think it was Blue Sky, yeah. Someone was like, "Oh, I did not realize how dark the Hunchback of Notre Dame was." And I was like, "Oh, and they were referring to the Disney movie, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Absolutely phenomenal. It's a phenomenal movie. Probably one of the best movies that Disney has produced, in my opinion. Hunchback, up there for me. I need to watch it again. It's been a while. But yeah, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Also some of the best music as well. But the comment was that they hadn't realized how dark the movie was. And I then responded and said, well, have you read the book? Because Hunchback of Notre Dame as a movie is very, very is nowhere near as dark as the book, and it's a dark movie to begin with. So, but I think it was Victor Hugo wrote the book. So like it's a dark book. I haven't ever read it, but I just know that the book is a much darker story. Like I think is like a lot of the main characters end up dying for various reasons and stuff like that. So it is quite a big read. Is quite a dark read if you do get around to reading something like that. Crimea River, how's it going? We're big surprise. We are talking a little bit about literature. Oh, actually, there's a good question, guys. Books to screen adaptations, because we kind of been talking a bit about that. So, because I just mentioned about The Hunchback of Notre Dame, awesome movie, book also yes. I haven't read the book yet, but I should actually. Now that I think about it, I probably should at some stage. Ridge Plays, how's it going? So, do people have favorite book to movie or book to screen adaptations? So, because obviously I'd also include, like, say, book like A Song of Ice and Fire to Game of Thrones. Love that. Hercules, Atlantis, Emperor's New Groove, OG Haunted Mansion. I don't know Haunted Mansion. Brother Bear, Treasure. I never got round to watching Treasure Planet. Jeez, how did I never get round to watching Treasure Planet? As people mention it to me and then I forget about it. And actually, that was one of the inspirations that I heard was being used for Oak Kingdom in season 2. So Trog and Quilby, like, one of their inspirations was Treasure Planet for, like, the idea of, like, the boats in the sky. I find they're mostly bad. I think Divergent was my favorite book to movie. Honestly, the movie is better. I think the one that I think of very easily of a book to show that has worked better than the book, in my opinion, is Good Omens. So, Good Omens, in my opinion, I've read the book, read it last year. It was a fine book. Like, it's a fun book, but I feel like the show itself did a better job at telling the story. In fairness, they had 2 phenomenal actors. Oh, just 2 seconds. Yes. Okay. So yeah, so that is definitely something that I feel like one show that definitely worked better than the book. Hot take, love the Maze Runner movie. Most people dislike it because it doesn't follow the books, but the author himself said to think of the movie as an alternative universe. I think that's an important thing to think about when you are having a think about a book to movie story or book to screen story. Does it have to be one? It shouldn't. I don't think books should ever be 100% accurate to, like, the other way. Sorry, that screen performances of a show should be 100% accurate. I think it should always be different. If you go in and you just try and recreate what's in the book exactly word for word, etc., that's not going to work. It doesn't work the same. It's a different experience. When you read a book, there's a very good there's a show which I watched, which I haven't read the book of, but I know it's based off a book. It is The Witches. What's the name of The Witches again? I'm just going to quickly check it up. What's the name of that? It's The Mayfair Witches. That's it. So, I've watched The Mayfair Witches on Netflix. It's pretty decent. But I can tell just by watching it that it is a book, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in what's her face's head. So the main character, you can tell that there's stuff that she's thinking, but you don't know what's going on in her head, because it's inner speech, and they don't talk about that. They don't like give a dialogue up there. And I feel like if you read the books, you'd be able to see the inner dialogue, inner monologue going on, um, and that would fill in the gaps to why she made her decisions the way she did. Like some of the decisions are just like, where on earth did that come from? That did not seem to be the way that her character was going in as it was being portrayed. So isn't one of the a Sanderson series getting adaptation? I believe so. I think Sanderson is hoping that several bits of the Cosmere will get adapted. But I think he's starting with Mistborn. I'm not sure which era, but I believe he wants to start with the Mistborn, and adapt one of those first. So yeah, I've never read Percy Jackson, but love the movies. There's just so many books, and I have ADHD. Lol. It's a different. Yeah, I have. Are you talking like the old movies from like the first screen adaptation of it? Or are you talking about the Netflix stuff that was it Walker Scobell is now Percy Jackson? I don't remember the name of the other actor who played Percy Jackson in the movies. Actually, how far did the movies go? Did they do 2 movies, or did they get a third one? I wasn't sure if they managed to get a third one out or not. I don't know if it counts, but the One Piece live action is, I think, the only one I enjoy. Most live action adaptations kind of suck. I have not watched anything other than the live action of One Piece. And I have thoroughly enjoyed watching the live action of One Piece. It has made me consider checking out the anime. Isn't there a manga as well? The One Piece live action adaptation is fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Is there's the manga as well, isn't there? And I know that's still ongoing. Like it's been one of these stories which is it's like it's been a long running one. I also love Frozen 2. Good movie and great message in the songs. Possible hot take is better than the first one. I think I did watch Frozen 2 actually. Is it better than the first one? I think it's comparable to the first one. The music in it, of course, is phenomenal. Like, they're just like the Frozen films. Like, they did work hard on the music in those films. I think like some of the not all Disney movies have actually been doing great recently, but there's been a couple musical movies that have just hit it. Also, Ducky, thank you so much for the follow. I missed that. Really appreciate that. Thanks for following me. Welcome into the chorus. If you want to let us know how your day's going, please do watch. Just sit back and relax. That's also fine. So yeah, Frozen, great music. Pretty decent, nice alternative storylines to all the other stuff that seems to be going out as well. Because like so often the storylines. But then again, Frozen's actually pretty old now as well. Like Frozen's, I want to say 15. How old? Can someone check the dates for Frozen? I'm just curious how old I am. It just makes me feel old when I hear how long Frozen has been out. Actually, worse. Tell me when Frozen 2 came out. Audio from the rain. Oh, let me do a quick reset there. Okay. Okay, and reset the audio there. Should be all good now. Thanks for that, Beck. Might just turn down the rain down a bit, the weather down a bit. I know it's a good test to see whether I have the thing. Frozen 2 is 2019. Okay, that doesn't make me feel too old. That's fine. I fixed for a bit, but the static is still there with rain specifically. Okay, weird. Okay, just gonna turn weather off then. It's not causing issues with the block when I'm placing blocks and stuff, is it? Oh, that's a... We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep an ear out. If it's having issues, I will... Blocks sound good. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, we've been... Oh. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo. The rain could be just that way. I do need to have a look at sound, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do a huge amount. I might be able to do... If I could change settings to make the sound better, I'll be able to do something about it. So I think that's what I'm just going to have to do. I'm going to see if I can change settings. That's all I'll be able to do for now. I got a handheld CD player once. It said retro on, and I felt insulted. We also had the original PlayStation growing up. I'd like a proper PlayStation, not PlayStation 1, which is the small one, like a proper good sized PlayStation. We only had a PlayStation 1, but that's because we got PlayStation pretty late in the game. Actually, I think we got a PlayStation 1 when PlayStation 2 had already been released. We used to have CD player to listen to music on the bus ride to school. Oh dear. So do you guys remember Home Alone? Home Alone 2 specifically. The Walkman. Or no, it wasn't the Walkman. It was the thing that you could record yourself with. Like it had like a microphone sticking out of it. It wasn't a Walkman. It was essentially a Walkman, but it wasn't. That particular one was a branded thing. The Talkman, was that it? So yeah, that was I got one of those as a kid. I think from Santa. Josh, hi. How are you doing? How is the heat over in your? Are you still in the Nordics, or have you come home yet? Like I know you were up. You were up in that area region of the world. But 3 days left. Do you guys have a heat wave there? How is it? Because like I'm just I know I've been hearing about the heat waves across France and stuff like that. So I was wondering if you guys got that too. I had a walkie-talkie in a dream when I was a kid. Yeah, probably just as hot. Oh, do you know do you know what's going to be hilarious? By the time you get home, because you said 3 days, it'll probably have cooled down in Ireland. That's probably what's going to happen. You're going to come home and the weather will be nice and cool in Ireland. You'll be loving it. Of course. You don't expect anything less. I'm cooking live with this heat wave as well. Gaeilge, good to see you. There's so much heat everywhere at the moment. It's hot. It's very hot. It's actually today here in Ireland has actually been fine. We had rain. Well, yeah, I think we had a bit of rain this morning, but it was cloudy. It's not too hot this morning. It was it was lovely yesterday. Oh, it was just in and around the early 20s. So like a really, really nice not too hot, like sunny, but quite manageable heat compared to what's probably coming later this week. The US East Coast has cooled down slightly the last few days. It's been really nice. Yes. You're probably sending all your heat over to Europe at the moment because like, yeah, I was hearing about there's a nasty heat wave in France at the moment. Not sure. I haven't checked this. I haven't really been paying attention to how far widespread it is across Europe, but I do know that a lot of the UK, they are shutting down schools and stuff like that, or at least in England anyway. A lot of schools are being shut down for the heat. They don't have to shut down schools here. Oh, well, I suppose there are still schools left open at this time. Yeah, the primary schools are open. It's like 38 were gilded. That's oh my word, that's evil. I'm so sorry. Oh, I just realized I totally miscalculated how many blocks I need. Because I forgot that there was a little bit extra that I needed. Oh, fortunately, we've got enough red sand. Fabulous. Okay. How much am I missing? That way I can save. 26. Well, that's only going to get me 16, I think. 32. That's perfect. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, it's been hot. How's things with you? Can't wait to be back on Twitch when I'm home. Yes, I've missed you on Twitch. Need to get you back on Twitch. Need to play some games again. Have you checked out Mecha Chameleon yet, Josh? It's a really, really fun co-op game. With like a group game. Super El Nino. I've heard about the Super El Nino stuff, so yeah, I don't know whether it started yet, but like probably it's going to affect this entire planet this year, I bet. I suppose that's generally what happens with the El Nino. The El Nino happens to affect everything. I sat in my flat and it's 26.8 degrees, and I'll have to put bottles of water in the fridge. Hopefully that will help. Also, for person, this is my hideaway vampire mode season. Yes, that's what we're here for. It's vampires or us. Oh, I'm wearing the wrong skin. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, I think we got the thing finished. There it is. That's what I wanted in the middle. 108 ducky. Right now, normal second day of summer. Oof. Oh yeah, because most of the world treats the 21st of June as the beginning of summer. Yeah, Ireland is weird. Ireland is one of the few countries in the world where we actually say that it's midsummer. But yeah, that's because like the only way you can tell the difference between seasons is warm rain, cold rain, somewhere in the middle. That's Irish weather for you. Yeah, that's warm. That's hot. You know, solstice is June 21st. Yeah. Actually, a friend of mine went and he wanted to go check out the sunset, I think, on solstice, was it? Yeah, he didn't do sunrise. Sunrise is way too early. For those who don't know, like this latitude, the sun sets quite late in the solstice. Like you're talking like 10 o'clock or something like that. Midwest is surprisingly cool right now, but it could be 90 degrees Fahrenheit next week. Yeah, that is the way it is. Okay. So I want to rearrange the heart up there into an infinity symbol. So I think what we'll do, let's see if we can do that now. Let's get some blocks and see if we can do some building up there. Let me see. Did I make a platform to work on? I did not. Do you know, let's just get some oak planks and we'll just fill that in. And that way we can actually walk around up there and not fall down. Okay, I should be able to do that with the oak in my inventory. And I just need to change these hearts into... Whoops. Okay, scaffolding. Yeah, it's a cool day here when everything gets below 95. 95 is hot. No, that's hot. No, thank you. No, Felicia. I don't do well with that kind of heat. I'm not used to it. You have two seasons: winter and freaking hot. We don't get too hot here, unfortunately, but it does. We'll get a bit of heat now, thanks to this summer being what it is. It's definitely a thing this year. Minus 40 to 40. Minus 40 to 40? Dudes. Actually, how hot does Alaska get during the summer? Because, like, I know, like, pretty far north, it can get pretty hot during the summer as well. Obviously, during the winter, it's frigid, but still, like I know there's places around the world where it's pretty far north, but like the heat can travel quite far up. 1 block. That's all it takes. Okay. All right, let's take down this heart. And I think what we do is we play around with the shape with the white concrete, or the white terracotta, and use that to kind of like make the shape of the inside, and then we can change the shape on the outside. Anything below the 75, and I'm freezing to death. That's not that cold, but then again, it's all relative. 65 is room temperature, and I will not settle for anything less. Let me do someone do a translation for me, please. 65 to Celsius, just so I can get an idea. Okay, are we sleeping time? We can sleep time. I'll use Google. 65 Fahrenheit. It is 18. Oh, that's not bad. That's fine. 18 is a nice temperature. Oh, just a sec. I got a... Nope, that's not something I need to check out now. Yeah, it's actually exactly it's 18 degrees outside now here, according to the temperature thing, that temperature gauge that I've got. Okay, now let's see if we can figure out this symbol. So we've got hearts originally, and what I want to do is I want to make more an infinity thing instead. So I think what we could do is we can make it more of an hourglass shape, I think, and that would probably do our job for us. So we can go like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's about 6 high there. So we want to have it as an odd number, because that's better to build with. Okay, and then to get the feeling of infinity, we're going to have the light there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I've gone too far. Okay, we'll go that there. Okay, that's good. And then 1, 2, 3. Again, that needs to be that there. Okay. What do we think? Cameron Ray! Thank you so much for the 10-month subscription. Really appreciate that. Thank you. That's so good. Thank you so much. There's someone called Lauren Moss on YouTube who covers them. But I would definitely like to learn more about the Celtic holidays someday. I know the OG Halloween things about it. Oh, like Celtic holidays, so, or Celtic festivals would be a better description. So Halloween is obviously the one that everybody knows about. But yeah, so there's, you can, I don't know if all of them were acknowledged. in time, but like there's Halloween or Samhain uh was a harvest festival. Lunasa, which happens in I think at the end of August, is a time where people start bringing in the harvest and stuff like that. So that was another festival. Bialtsina is known as like kind of the beginning of the summer, so that happens during May. It's also when they light fires and bonfires and stuff like that. But they also do bonfires at Halloween as well, but May they do that too. And then Imbolg. So Imbolg is the beginning of spring. So in February, beginning of February, and it's associated with Saint Bridget, or actually associated with the goddess Bridget. So yeah, so it's sound Celtic, cool. Yes, pretty much. No, Yule was before Christmas, but I didn't know where Yule is from. So Yule is a generic Northern European festival, to do with like midwinter stuff. So yeah, that's Yule. Yule has got those things going for it. I don't know if Yule was celebrated much in Ireland, but I know that around the 21st of December it was marked in ancient times in Ireland, because we've actually got a passage grave here in Ireland which can act as a calendar, because it will light up every winter solstice, provided the sun comes out. So the sun will actually travel up the grave and light up the inside of the tomb once a year. So it's pretty cool. Okay. Do I have any extra terracotta here? I do have a bit. Okay. I want to fill this in so we can get a look at it and see what we think before finalizing our thing here. Sam, how's it going, Samuel? Good to see you. Okay, free cam here. Ooh, what do we think? Oh yeah, like the Celtic mythology Celtic mythology is in many ways a very folklore mythology. So like everything is tied in with each other, everything is connected. It's all kind of wishy-washy. So there's a lot, if you're studying folklore and stuff like that, like you'll find a lot of stuff that gets mingled around, because it's an oral tradition historically. Like you didn't write things down much. It's not quite as cool as the heart. Well, I do solstice celebrations with my family. Mostly we just make biggest bonfire we can and hang out though. So I don't think we're doing very traditional, but it's whatever works. I don't know what they did on Yule. Yule was all about like lighting the Yule log, wasn't it? So fire is part of it. So whatever traditions are out there. Could this use something else? Dana, how's it going? Just having a look at the symbol that I built on the top of the tower here and deciding whether I like it or not. Need to find more holiday traditions involving fire to add to my own celebrations. Like, so in Ireland, we treat Halloween as an opportunity to light bonfires. sometimes they go a little bit dangerous. So bonfires on the Halloween. There is a fire technically involved with Bjaltina as well, because it's the new Bjaltina. Tina means fire. Bjal, I'm trying to remember what Bjal means. Good fire? I'm not sure. But anyway, there is a whole fire thing there. Don't get involved in the 12th of July stuff. There's bonfires on the 12th of July in Northern Ireland, but that's a totally different thing. It's a little bit sensitive. It's called cultural, but yeah, it's got some different connotations. So yeah, Eagle Warrior, how's it going? Good to see you. What do you think, guys? I see a bunch of people coming into chat now. What do we think of the hourglass? Is that good, or could it be do a little bit with a little bit more girth? Maybe make it a little bit wider. I'm debating here. Well, I can't debate much longer because I need to sleep. Bit more girth. Okay, well, we can try a little bit. If we could... Let me just try and make it wider. Let me pick up some more white terracotta. I think I can buy some. A firewalk. Okay, let me grab my emeralds. I'll buy some more terracotta. It's hot. Sorry if I missed that. No, it's fine. Hey, you pick up some stuff, you pick up other stuff. It's fine. Okay, this one here. Could use a little bit more. There's a good amount of white terracotta dudes here. You have a fire ski. Is it similar to that? You have to ask. What are you? Okay. We're getting a lot of white terracotta here. Nice. Just need some real normal terracotta now. Okay, so... Yeah, I think what's throwing off the hourglass is that the heart was wider than the window beneath it. The hourglass is the same width, so I think we do need to make it wider. But I think it's the right height. So we're fine there. We just need to make it wider. Walk on hot coals. It's safe if you follow the rules. What? This channel does not condone walking on hot coals. Use hot coals responsibly. I know, we're just messing. Okay, I think we do that. See, this might be a bit too triangular if I do it this way. Actually, it's fine, I think. I think triangular is fine. Okay, right. Well, we're sorted then. Okay, I just want to go through here. Has triangular chocolate and triangular cheese, triangular honey with triangular bees. Do, 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 do. Give me Toblerone. You don't like UK barbecue? What's UK barbecue? It's not just like having a barbecue in the UK. I think I dropped some blocks there. I'm going to try and retrieve them. Think that's better. That's much better. It's very bow tie-ish, but you know what? It looks better. Yeah. Did I drop stuff in here? Barbecue is a very summer thing. Yeah, I don't like the barbecue we have in summer. It's not good. I like barbecues. Like actually, I'm going to a barbecue tomorrow evening. I suppose it just like depends on, you have to just have a good barbecue, really. Like that's part of it. It's like you have to have people who do a good barbecue. Like if you don't have a good barbecue, it's not going to be worth it. That's just facts. You get some tongs all. The burnt taste, I'm not about it. Oh no, don't get it's, I suppose a barbecue could, if you're not careful, it could be quite burnt. But you do good barbecue, okay, it's very hard not to burn stuff, I suppose, but yeah, I suppose, yeah, if you're not at all interested in the burnt taste, a lot of the time it is going to be burnt-ish. Give me a good, perfectly good fingers. Who needs tongs? Tongs are what? You use you don't use tongs for the barbecue, Miss Mori? You just pick it straight off with your fingers? That's hot. Also, Bushy, why am I not getting the sounds? Have I turned off sounds for myself? No, they're there. Bushy, thank you so much for the bitties. Really appreciate that. I didn't hear that. That was like 12 minutes ago. Guess I don't remember hearing it. Let me just turn my volume up a little bit so I can hear better. Get my hearing checked. Okay. This is a nice easy shape to build for now. If I'm cooking for a not family, I use tongs just so they actually eat the food, lol. Oh! Okay, Miss Mori's got fantastically strong fingers that are fire resistant. Or burn resistant is probably a better description rather than fire resistant. Okay, now, might have enough white. I don't know if I will, but we'll try. Can easily buy more. Let me get up here so it's easier. Yes, okay. Or fall down again. Let me place you there. It's like people who can drink hot drinks, freshly made, still really hot. I don't get it. I like wait 20 minutes my tea. I think I don't think I can drink it quickly. I could drink a coffee straight away, but it'd be very slowly and in small sips. But I do know that for me, I just like savoring the time with my hot drink and smelling it. Like, I will sit there and nurse a coffee near my nose for a good, say, 10 minutes before taking much of a sip at all. It's just like, it's the smell is just, the smell is so part of the experience. It just is, that's my experience with coffee. It's just like, I have to have the time, this time just to relax and sniff. Cascade, you okay? I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that. No? Yes? 5 years. Oh, Cass, I'm so sorry. Guys, can we get some hugs and hearts in chat for Cascade? I'm so sorry to hear that, Cass. That sucks. This might be powerful enough to do the thing. But yeah, I had to leave my bird with him because our budgies are bonded. Oh my word. Oh, that's awful. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cass. Look. Well, you know, everyone here is here to listen and just like, oh jeez, that's awful. You don't even have to tell your parents. Cass, it's a really sucky thing. I don't know your parents, but I can only imagine that they'll be there to listen and there to support you, hopefully. That's my hope. I know if it was in my case, and if something like that, if that happened to me, I know that my parents would be there for me like in a heartbeat. Same with my siblings. Do you have, actually, that's another thing, do you have other friends you want to go to, or do you have siblings maybe you could reach out to if you feel more comfortable talking to them first? We're talking about rings and weddings. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Cass. But our friends, but it means I have to admit this. Have a think about the person who you feel most comfortable talking to. And that's what I suggest, is have a think about the person you're most comfortable talking to and reach out to them. It's gonna absolutely suck. Yeah, it absolutely sucks, but I think you need it. Most people I know most people will be there for you and they will be just like there to help you through this. But and I know it's scary. I know it's scary to go out and admit it, especially since it's so sudden. That's just happened. But yeah, we have to make a connection with someone that can help you and support you, even if it's just to help you get through this next stage. So yeah, but that's all I can say. It'll come out eventually. Be vague if you need to, but get a safe place. Get to a safe place. Yeah, Luffy's absolutely right. You have to, like, your first priority has to have a safe space to be right now. Find someone who you can be safe with and comfortable with, as comfortable as you can be with. It does not mean that you've lost your identity. It just means that you are in a tough space right now. You'll get through it. We'll take it. You'll get there. Crimson, how are you doing? Welcome in. But yeah, Cass, make sure that you find, if you have a friend that you can reach out to them. You don't have to go into too many details. It could just be say, hey, can I come over? I need somewhere. I need a friend. That's all you need to say, and then they'll be there for you. You don't even need to go into any other details. Just you have to start in that space and just like go from there. I would have definitely taken the birds. It's sometimes, Ducky, you can never, that might be something that can be dealt with down the line, but right now, yeah, it's something, if you have to just find that safe space and look after yourself. Well, at first. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I will continue working on these villagers. But yeah, Cass, thinking about you. Bubbles was how it was first. Has been with that extra 5 years. And the girl was a gift from him last Christmas. Yeah. But yeah. Thunderstorm may have to disappear. Okay. Hopefully the weather doesn't get too bad, but we'll see. Might see in a bit, don't worry. Con, hi! How are you doing? Thank you so much for the 7 months resubscription. I'm getting flabbergasted every time someone comes in and they're showing me like they've been subscribed for several months. I'm just like, wow, okay, thank you. Really appreciate it, everyone who's subscribing to me on Twitch. So thank you so much. You guys are single-handedly funding my my subscription to was it Adobe Premiere or Adobe Creative thingamabob. So thank you. Enough being sad villager noises. Yes, we got the villagers here. That's fine. But anyway, thank you for sharing, and we wish you safety and a better time. So yeah, that's it. It's just important. I just wanted to make it clear that we're there. We're there. We're rooting for you. So yeah, you are safe. Okay, you are safe. That's important. If you're paying for Adobe, you need all the help. True, I suppose. Yeah. Actually, it's a nice thing because like I treat this as like I've realized that the Twitch subs are actually covering that cost, which is a nice thing to be able to say because that means that the Adobe, which I use for YouTube and stuff like that, it means like I'm using the money that is being invested in my channel back into my channel and stuff like that. What's about you? Face everything head on and lean on heavily loved ones and that was like, yeah. Might sound weird, but get up early tomorrow and watch the sunrise. My grandmother made me do it and honestly helped so much. Oh wow. 6:50 a.m. in Australia. We woke me up and oh, Cassis Nas. Oh jeez, yeah. Okay. Tell you what, I miss the days of just being able to download a pirated version of a program. Not everything's a subscription. I miss the days when everything wasn't a subscription. Like that was I got a program. I have a program for writing sheet music called Sibelius, and I am glad that I bought it, even though it's quite expensive at the time. Still is an expensive program, but I bought it before it became subscription. So, but now if you want it updated, you have to pay subscription instead. And so yeah, not particularly thrilled about that, but that's the way it is. Yeah, the Watcher thing was the first time I remember seeing the single player world. Oh, the temple, yeah. Shout out Clip for having licensed options still. It's true that there are, like, I suppose you could have a look at transferring to so there is, I have thought about switching to DaVinci Resolve, because I think DaVinci Resolve actually does have a once-off license. Thing is, I also use Adobe Audition for a lot of my audio stuff, and there's a lot of tools in that I wouldn't have in Audacity. So, and also I've got a huge amount of files that I may need to go back and revisit in the future that are already saved in Audition. So it's kind of tough to kind of like switch it, to switch programs there. Making up a drink as we go down. Yeah. Watch the sunset and then the sunrise. Get a full cycle. Yeah. Go out with the girlies. Yeah. Free version and a one-time pay version. One-time pay version, I love those. Like, a one-time pay version is ideal, really, isn't it? Don't worry, last time I watched normal TV, lol. I'm always on YouTube, Prime, Disney Plus, or Netflix, lol. Oh, yeah. That's totally the thing now. Like, I occasionally see TV because TV's on in our house, but like most of the stuff. Okay, let's get back to playing putting down terracotta since I found some more. I seem to keep finding more terracotta, which is very pleasing because I find more terracotta, but like seem to keep finding more. Let me see. Any extra in there? Okay, I don't think I've got any more. So let's now that we've I like this. I like that. I do kind of feel like the tower could use maybe a little bit of texture. So it could use some texture. So that might be something to look at in the future. But yeah, I know the base of the tower is going to be covered up. I want to cover this up with buildings. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Grew up where cable TV wasn't available, so I was primed for the streaming revolution. But I have to admit, even I got out of hand sometimes along the way. Streaming was nuts these days. It's gone to, there's way too many different platforms. Way too many different platforms. Oh, and I'm like, I don't know which one to choose. So, like, I've got Netflix. I've got Prime. Those are the main ones. I've got WoW Presents, which is the RuPaul's Drag Race one. But yeah, it's... I am ready for the day when they turn around and say, hey, we're going to bring it all together in a reasonably cheapish fashion. Which would be really, really nice. I just have Prime for everything because the streaming service and, of course, Netflix, but my heart lies with Crunchyroll. Different times. Okay, yeah, it's going to have houses back there. Okay, let's do a shape here and start filling in this last bit here. I think like I'm gonna be coming in and mining. I'm gonna be texturing out the top of this ring as well. So this is all going to be layered with different colors of terracotta in the future. But we're just gonna play with what we got for now. Did you watch everything on Crunchyroll that would possibly interest me? Do you know how weird it is to finish an entire streaming platform? That is really crazy. I did not realize that you could actually do that. Imagine finishing an entire streaming platform. It's like, oh, there's nothing else to watch. Whoa, I did not realize that. One of the Imitation Game 2014. That was you watched the Imitation Game. I love it. I love it. Benedict Cumberbatch and the Penguins. Okay, that's not Imitation Game, but it's Benedict Cumberbatch, and I love that he called them. He did a documentary years ago. He voiced a documentary years ago, and he couldn't say the word penguin, and he kept calling them different things because he couldn't get the word penguin. So he got penglings and penguins, and it was such a funny bit. Yeah. We used to have Discovery, Food Network, whatever the home improvement one was, but then everything's split everywhere. Now you have to have so many different services. We just dropped it all. It's nuts. I think my sister actually approached me at one point and said, "Hey, do you want to share the Disney Plus one?" I'm like, I don't use it. I used it for a bit, but then I realized I actually don't really watch anything on Disney Plus anymore. And it's like, there's probably stuff that I would watch if I had to think about it. And it's like, okay, well, maybe I should watch that. But like, since Agatha All Along, I have not really watched anything on Disney Plus at all. So yeah, that's where Disney Plus has gone for me. So I was like, actually, do you know what? I'm not actually going to be watching this. So no, I'm not going to contribute to it because I'm not watching it. Like, if I don't use it, I probably do most of my viewings on YouTube these days. Like, half the time I'll be just like, well, I'll get maybe a little idea of what's going on in YouTube I'll get an idea of a lot of what's going on in shows just by watching YouTube clips and stuff rather than actually watching full shows. So I end up getting like watching clips of shows rather than actual full shows, which is why I actually recently watched The Three Body Problem on Netflix, because I was getting clips for it. It's like, actually, you know, I'm curious about this. I'm curious how this show turns out. Also curious why it got cancelled after one season. So I was like, okay, let's watch this. So I watched The Three Body Problem, and it was interesting. Cyber Beasts. Wow, 80 stream streak. Enjoy the extra pennies, spend them wisely. There's a lot of people are racking up on the big stream streaks at the moment, which is really, really cool. Yeah. I'm going to use it for Halloween for Hocus Pocus, The Legends of Sleeping Hollow, Halloween Town, Witch Witches, Over the Garden Walls, a classic for me in the autumn. Hocus Pocus, what a classic. Love Hocus Pocus. Not a fan of the new one. The new the Hocus Pocus 2, meh. Like, I was excited to see the Sanders sisters back, but like it's meh. It's really meh. It's just like I feel like it totally missed the point. Everything Everywhere All at Once. I still need to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. I forgot about that movie. Nuke is gonna kill me. Because Nuke has recommended to me a couple of times. He's like, why haven't you watched that? You're just like, I'll watch it with you, or we just haven't got around to watching it. Oh, do you know what I should do? I should check and see if Acorn's watched it yet, or Alfie's watched it yet, because like if they do movie nights on their Discord community, so maybe they'll be up for doing a Discord community watch. Netflix was dead. Dead Boy Detectives ended at only one season. Actually, yeah, that didn't get renewed, did it? Oh, they were so cute. It was awkward but cute. It was just like, how are you guys? You've been working together for decades and you're only being pushed into realizing where you are now. It's just like, okay, it does kind of make sense because they're both teenage ghosts, which means they're awkward as can be. So, yeah. Michelle Yeoh's an awesome actor. Yeah, I need to watch this. I was like, the second one, Hocus Pocus, alright, but it wasn't anywhere need to be good as the original. Say amok, amok, amok. Amok, amok, amok. I love the original though. I watched that original for a lot. I watched the original Hocus Pocus a lot. Okay, we are down to we've run out of our plain terracotta now, which means it's time to get back to removing. We should probably just get into replacing a bunch of the terracotta here with the stained terracotta. So we've got yellow and we've got orange done. We've got a red bit. I think we should get in a bit of white and maybe grey. Some grey bands and maybe some... Yeah, let's see what terracotta we got easily available to us. Sumo GGs, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How are you guys doing? Sumo raid. Hi, if you don't know who I am, my name is Nather. I'm an Irish content creator who does an awful lot of Skyblock. We're currently playing on my single player Forever World, which is a Skyblock World. And we're building a Mesa build. We just worked a bit on the tower there. Let me just show you the couple of things we've been working on. So we worked on the tower here, did a nice symbol up there. We built this big giant symbol in the middle here. This is going to be my new villager trading hall when it's ready. So we're currently terracotting up this place, and we're going to get some more terracotta involved and a bit more color into it too. But yeah, welcome in. Lucy Go the thank you so much for the follow. King Archway, also thank you so much for the follow. Did we get a shout out? I don't know if we got a shout out there for Sumo. Anyway, what were you guys up to today? Did you have a good time over on Sumo's raid? Have to go for dinner, but we'll hope your stream is going well. We'll be lurking. Thank you so much for the lurk, Sumo. If anyone needs to go raid and run, please go look after yourselves. Important to look after yourselves after a stream. Anyway, welcome in Lag Spike 342N, King Archway, Sanity 910, Lonely Kai, Lucy Go They, Turbo MC, Zengard. All welcome in. And what were you guys busy on today? I'm assuming Minecraft. If you weren't, would be curious to see what you guys are up to. And if you need to go if anyone else needs to go raid and run, please go look after yourselves. That's all good. Okay. But yeah, thanks for popping in. We were just talking. What were we talking about again? Oh, we were talking about streaming platforms and like watching Netflix and shows and stuff like that. We talk about Hocus Pocus and yeah, Three Body Problem I think it's an interesting one. I did find it an interesting watch. I was curious how because the whole idea of the Three Body Problem is that part of it is supposed to be inside like a really ultra reality reality video game. And you play it, and then it's supposed to be like you're supposed to figure out what why the planet you're trying to save is acting the way it is, and why the people are acting the way they are. And I was like, the thing that kind of got me was like, okay, a planet in a system that's basically a tri-solar system, so a trinary system. So you got 3 suns in that system. And how on earth would a planet actually survive in a position where it could support life is kind of insane. But the fact that the planet actually has clearly managed to survive in that system with 3 giant bodies, because mathematically the chances that the planet would be shot out of this system within a couple of million years are incredibly likely. So, but by the science, it sounds like the planet has managed to survive the 3 suns in the system for billions of years. Definitely long enough for life to have evolved on it in some form or another and survive. the crazy things that happen. But one thing that there's a solar event which talked about the 3 suns basically lining up in a line and then the planet being in line with them. So you have 3 solar bodies and then the planet on one side. And it showed the people being lifted off the planet towards the sun. I was like, that's not how that would work. If anything, if there was ultra gravity coming from 3 suns in line with each other, what would happen is the planet itself would fly towards the sun. Nobody would be lifted off the planet because because everyone's gravity is relative to the planet. You can't just like pull people off a planet with gravity. So yeah. Is that a happy ghast? It is my happy ghast. Yes, one of the many happy ghasts I have over here. So I've got one here. And then I've got many, many happy ghasts over my inverse pyramid over there. So yeah, it is one of many. I need a lot more red sand, don't I? Yeah. 100% understanding, 0% understanding, 100% trust. Attack. Yeah, anyway, I was just like kind of getting into a little bit of a nerdy bit about that show. It's an interesting show. It's very sciencey. Very sciencey. So that's the 3-body problem show. But it's also an interesting one in my, at least I found it an interesting watch. Okay. I need to run the sand duper again, I think. So I need to run the sand duper to get more sand. But I think what we'll do is actually let's trade up for some terracotta. Okay. Let's arrange our boxes here because we're going to need, I need to probably put in some red terracotta into, more red terracotta in here. And then I want to get some, I want to get some more colors in top here. So I was thinking maybe white and maybe grey. So let's see how much of that we can get. Right, let's arrange our boxes so that we can sensibly manage all this. Okay, put the red stuff in there. What's in here? There's some terracotta in here. Let's move it in there. Oh, actually, we've got plenty of sand there for a bit. That's useful. Okay, so we've got some red. Oh, I forgot to put down some lanterns over there. Okay, let's go trading. I'll just put down some lanterns over here first. We need to get rid of the darkness and the void. Let me just check the light levels over here. So we don't get any surprise spawns. I do not like creepers. Okay, that should be safe enough. Alright, we need to get a bunch more emeralds. So let's farm some emeralds. And then turn a whole bunch of those emeralds into terracotta. Actually, let's go check and see how much terracotta we have in storage. So I believe there's a little bit left over. What do we have? We've got a little bit of yellow, light blue, and blue. I don't need blue right now because I want to work on the terrain first. So that's going to be those grey or brown colors. Okay, so here is how we get emeralds in this world. Music and sound, hostile mobs. That's good. I also want the friendly mobs right down because they're going to be working with villagers. So the way we do this is we turn bookshelves into books. So I actually have this. This is a pretty old world at this stage. I think I started it in, I think it was 1.19 or 1.18. So this world is pretty old, which means I was able to heal all these villagers to get 1-for-1 trades. This is no longer a thing in Minecraft. You can no longer permanently get the trades down to everything for 1 emerald. The way you used to be able to do this was you would cure a villager 5 times, and then it was guaranteed to give you 1-for-1 trades. So I have done that with all my librarians and all my masons as well. But you can no longer do this. You can only heal them once now for a massive reduction in price, but it can only go down so low. Cores, how are you doing? Good to see you. We are just doing a little bit of trading to get some emeralds and get some terracotta. How is the heat treating you? Actually, you're the one I'm trying to remember. Yourself and your spouse. Yourself and your spouse. I always forget. It's either you don't mind the heat and your spouse does. And Gaeilge does. Gaeilge's not a fan of the heat. I think it's that way around, isn't it? After just have to make sure I'm speaking to the correct partner. Gaeilge appears to be turning into a puddle though. Ah, okay, there I go. Now I have remembered it correctly. I hope that you're able to find ways to make sure she doesn't melt. She's not green, so she can use water at least. So she doesn't have to, unless you've just thrown a bucket of water at her and she's turning into a puddle. My condolences. If that's what happens. Is she lighter than a duck? That's the only way to tell, isn't it? You have to put her, see if she's lighter than the duck. And did you get turned into a newt? I'm sure Gaeilge doesn't mind that terminology sometimes. It's a bit. There's good witches. She says she's not, but isn't that what a witch would say? That's very true. Very true. Yeah, a witch would say that. But then again, there's only really one true, tried and tested way to do it, and that is to weigh her against a duck, and then you'll know. I wouldn't recommend trying it out, course. She might turn you into a newt. Am I digging myself a hole here? Quite possibly. Next time I tune into her stream, I'm going to get an earful. I'm a die. Yep. Yep, I'm going to get an earful next time I tune into Gaeilge's stream. I have brought this upon myself. Probably won't make up for it by doing this, but you know, anyone who doesn't know Gaeilge Girl, please go follow my friend Gaeilge Girl. She's wonderful. She's an incredible builder. She's on Truly Bedrock. Very foolish boy. Yes, I know. Just keep on digging. Happy Pride, everyone. Oh, jeez. Oh well. I will suffer the consequences. Oh, jeez. Do you want her shouted? Oh, hi, Lady Lorax. I wasn't sure if you're. I did just pop a little shout out there. Sometimes do those myself, especially when like I'm doing like something like farming. It's very easy to just like take a second. You're here lurking. Thank you for the lurk, Lady Lorax. We love you. But yeah, okay. I do. Oh, I just need you guys to refresh your trades now. Okay, I'll have to wait for the refresh of trades before I can do anything else. I will politely plan my revenge. You know, they've got this new friends feature now in Java. I do need to actually. That's something I do need to do at some point. Now that we've got the new friend, if the friends invite thing is working, like that could be. I would love to do that at some point during the summer. He's gonna enlist me. Oh, oh! I just had a no. I just had a realization. It could be the other way around. You could enlist me. Thanks, Frank. Oh well. It's been. You do has the power. You do has the power. Need to get a sulfur cube in here at some point as well. I am looking for. It's been a nice enough day actually. It's been a nice. It's also been nice to have that little break this last week as well. It's just been something that I needed, I think, as well. Let's take it easy. I am looking forward to the next series that's coming out on. Actually, just double check. Can I talk about this yet? I'm allowed to talk about this. Let me see. Oh, let me just quick check here. Okay. Okay, I can't say it yet, but I did tease something the other day. So, it was on Blue Sky. So if anyone goes on Blue Sky, you might have seen me tease something the other day. Actually, I know Artemis 8-bit spotted it because she responded to it. But yes, so the other day, I need to get Blue Sky. Who was I teasing? I was teasing my followers there. That we've got that something is in the works. Something a bit of fun. Okay. Colors for the terracotta. I think we go with. We're going to need to get some more red, I think. How much red do I have? Yeah, I definitely going to need more red. So let's get some more red now while I'm looking for it here. So yeah, I think that's pink. That's pink. No, I need red. There's me red. So yeah, there's a thing coming out soon. That I'll be doing during the summer. Should be a nice fun thing to be involved in. But I believe that there might be something going out later about that. Not sure what time. Quite possibly I'll be asleep at the point of time that these things are being shared, but that's okay. You guys can catch it on Twitter tomorrow morning, I suppose. Is it the same as Alfie's thing? Is this the... I don't know what Alfie has... Actually, I'm going to check and see what Alfie's talked about. Thing he was also doing. Had it something to do... So I posted about Jaffa Cakes. On Twitter, on Blue Sky. That's probably the best way to describe it. Jaffa Cakes. Alfie has not said much. Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to say a huge amount about things yet, but we can tease. A few of us, I know a few Skyblockers have shared about it. It's not a Skyblock Kingdoms thing, but there are quite a few people in Skyblock Kingdoms involved in this thing. So, which is going to be fun. Just said he'll be doing something that will be easy to make content from. That sounds about right. Yeah, actually, yeah. It'll be a good thing a nice, easy thing to make content from. Okay, we've got a red layer. What's this color here? Is this black or is it brown? That is grey concrete. I think grey would be a good color to put into the Mesa. We've got the reds. We need to do a bit of maybe 1 or 2 more colors. Let's get some white, more white actually. Let's get some more white and then we could do grey and white. That'll be a good little bit of extra color there. So yeah, looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. Thunderstorm is over. Miss Mori has returned. She has not been struck by lightning. Fantastic news. Talking about Pride Month, my birthday was the 12th of this month, and it always joked the universe was not settled with me, not knowing I'm part of the community. Lol. I was also rewatched your playing the MCCI mob game, Sean. Just so funny how quickly. Oh yeah, we had a storm earlier, absolutely biblical. Oh, you guys had a storm as well? Well, no, we didn't actually storm here, but over there, yeah. Biblical weather today. Did the arc flow by? I'm glad to hear that you're both okay after that. It was such a hot day. Yeah, we didn't have a hot day today. It was warm yesterday. It was lovely yesterday. We consider barbecue, but we don't have a barbecue anymore. The barbecue that we do have is meh. It's not worth using. Okay, let's put this white terracotta in here. Those trades might have refreshed. Let's see. You know when you can watch the storm clouds appear out of the nowhere, suspiciously dark sky? Seen that a couple of times, but it seems to be happening a bit more often these days now with the climate change. And of course, like there's El Nino this year as well, so that's probably having an effect too. Yeah, let's grab all the grey terracotta. Grey terracotta is such a misnomer because like that's brown, but it's actually considered grey. I did see your message, horror fan. And then glowing lightning conductors on buildings and no hearing. That will, yeah. Yeah, if that's a thing that you deal with, yeah. It's black. I need grey. That is also black, I believe. Grey. Big bada boom. Did you actually have like the bada boom happen in your building? That's crazy. Also terrifying as well. It was nasty hot. The school still ran the sports day. You went ahead with sports day? Oh my, oh that's awful. Not in the area, also have trust issues with thunderstorms, yeah. Large building in the middle of what's basically a field, so yeah. Jeez. Okay, I've never experienced lightning that close before. Did they sound like someone was dragging around something loud? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I deal with thunder that loud beside me, like that close. I don't think it, because I've never had that experience. Um, I don't like. I don't think I'm. I don't. I haven't really experienced a huge amount of thunderstorms to be able to say like how I necessarily feel about them. I'll refresh my audio again. This is something I really need to talk to someone about on how to fix this audio issue that I keep getting. I had a lightning strike a tree outside my bedroom window and exploded when I was at 3. Took me decades not to have major anxiety spikes when I heard thunder. Like that makes perfect sense. Like if you have like had an experience like that, that sounds terrifying, especially at such a young age. We're speaking of sports day as a kid, was it a bee and worst wasp season? Yes. Oh, sports days. I didn't like them because I didn't like sports. I only had them in primary school. But like, yeah, I did not like sports days really that much at all. Mainly because I was a bit of a loner as a kid, so I was like, I had to do sports with other people that I didn't really get on with. So yeah, smallest wanted to go. The head teacher was keen on them coming to school all week. He had an email this evening saying they were closing the school. I'm glad to hear that they've said that they're closing the school. Is it just youngest that's got school closed, or has oldest got school closed as well? I was like, I wouldn't want to, like, you've got both off. Oh, that's good to hear. Because I think I remember you mentioning in your Discord that eldest was off, but youngest wasn't yet, and that you were planning on keeping them home anyway, because like that weather that I saw forecast is it's nasty. Like, heard about France today or over the weekend. I hadn't realized that there were several deaths across France over the weekend. So just due to things that were going on with the weather. So yeah, it was pretty much the last school to announce closure. It happens like that, I suppose. Like sometimes you make the call really, really late. So yeah, I said to my parents when I was 12, I don't understand why I'm like this, and my dad was like, so let me tell you why there's a tree stump outside your bedroom. One kid nearly collapsed at sports day. They got to him in time. That was due to the heat, I assume. We should be buying bookshelves while we're doing this as well. Yeah. Like in a day, what was the temperature actually over in the UK? Like I know it's definitely hotter than here. It's always hotter than here. Took them inside in the cool and got cold packs. 32. Yeah, that's definitely a bit much for doing a sports day in. Like, actually, that's way too hot for doing a sports day. I would have. I personally would have called it there. I definitely would have called it and said, no, too hot. It's almost like doing the rain check days. Like you know the way you have like a lot of places will have 2 days for their sports days in plan, so that in case there's rain on one day, like that'd be what I would be considering. Like heat, I think is something that we have to really consider very carefully now these days as the world is getting hotter, especially in places where the schools stay open later in the year. They had a backup from next Monday, so it didn't need to push on with it. Yeah. Well, like, the thing is, it could turn out that next Monday the weather could be just as awful, so it's a tough one to call. But, yeah. I can remember I was always in the obstacle race, which was horrible when you're 5'10", and they used the army net as one of the obstacles you had to crawl under, not when you're Oh, I didn't have to do that, I don't think. Yeah, the thing that drove me nuts about sports stuff was like the obsession with football and things. I didn't like those. And even though you're so bad, nothing's worse that when you get a good cloud cover was humid. I mean, it would help with the humid issue. You can get that warm, sticky rain, which doesn't always help either. But also, I believe there's just like there's just a heat dome over Europe right now, so the heat is not really going anywhere for the next few days. I'm looking forward to the barbecue that I have tomorrow evening, though, because it's evening time, so even if it's still reasonably hot, it'll be evening time, it'll be a little bit cooler, and it'll be nice. And it'll be bright as well, because it's so close to the solstice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully not too many little bugs and stuff. Don't get sports. I get Olympics, but football and rugby now. I can get it. Like, it's just not my cup of tea. I'm just not very good. I'm just not the best with team sports. That's just my preference. I can see the appeal for people. Like, I can see how it works for people. Just because like I've watched people enjoy it and stuff, but just personally, I don't get the fuzzies from doing it. Okay, let's get some more grey terracotta. Yeah. I used to love swimming. Natural born fish, lol. Oh, I need to get back into swimming again. Let's see. I think the thing that's thrown me off swimming is a lot of the public pools have been shut down and stuff, or not in great condition in the area. So you're like, oh, I could go for a swim, and you're like, oh, where should I go for a swim? And I don't feel like going private all the time, because if you go private all the time, that costs quite a bit more. So, but yeah. Okay, we're getting a good amount of grey here. That is black, I think, though. That's black, yeah. Okay, we've got a good amount of grey then. Is that more black? Yes. I'm getting better at recognizing the difference between these terracottas. My eye looks at the cyan, though, and I'm thinking, that's supposed to be grey. That's not grey. That's Minecraft for you. That's what happens to you. Blend these things together. Ooh. Anyway, yes, the heat is going nuts. Miss living next to a creek that runs straight out of the mountain, nice and cold. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Yeah. Best thing I could was my dad picking me up when I was little, and then letting me and my younger sister into the deeper end. Yeeting me and my sister into the deep end is so much fun. Oh, I'd see that you can't. I'm thinking of the pool lifeguard now. You're not supposed to do that. I suppose if you're in the water and you can toss them up in the air into the deep end, then that's okay. But you're not allowed to throw people off the side of the pool. But that's just me being the lifeguard working in a swimming pool for I don't think I worked there for like about 7 years. Okay. You found me a blue sky. There's me a blue sky. Hey, Tezzy. Cats decided to have a spat which scared the bejeebus out of you. Or are they doing okay, though? The cat's doing okay. All right, I think let's... Let's head over here. Need to get my logo on my phone. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's pop over here. Am I going to leave this here, actually? I haven't decided whether I want to leave that there or not. It's a little mushroom fields island. Maybe we'll just turn this into a little separate island on its own in the future. Okay, for now, let's head over here, check out the boxes we have, and then get to doing a bit more terraforming. In the early 90s, my summer camp would have this silly war game, and we'd shove our prisoners fully clothed into the pool. Things would never fly for now. I think there's leeway for those kind of things, though. I think there's definitely leeway for that kind of stuff. Like, it's, yeah, like you have to find, like, obviously you're not supposed to just push people into the pool, but like, I suppose in private locations you could probably do stuff like that. Okay. So I think our best bet is actually to, right now, is to, I'm just trying to think, like, what is the best order of business here for doing this? It's obviously, we've done the shape. So next step probably is go in and do the coloring. So replacing blocks with colored blocks instead. Then it's building. I think I just have to push myself to get in, do the coloring and the texturing. And because at the moment I'm like, oh, I feel like I should be doing the building, or I should be doing this, or I should be doing this. I think I just have to push ahead and say, no, coloring first. So we're going to color in the, we're going to replace a bunch of the plain terracotta with colored stained terracotta to make it a bit more Mesa-fied. I think it probably is worth us putting a couple more of these little hills in. The reason why I didn't put more of these in is because I was running low on terracotta. So I think what we can do here is we can use these hills as an opportunity to play with a bit more color. So I suggest what we do is we put in a lot more sand on the lower level. Replace a lot of that block with sand and red terracotta. And then we can put in on maybe the top layer little bits of stained terracotta, and then make these hills here or there. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Kid, good to see you. Okay, let me just catch up and chat there because I was looking things here. And they're okay. There's this neighborhood cat that keeps antagonizing them when she was trying to fight them through the door, just because my ginger boy had a chunk out of the top of his ear, but be okay. Gonna chat with the council cause the stray or uncontrolled cat as a menace. Oof, jeez. But yeah, it was different than the creek we had by my house where I was little. My sister fell in and her hair got so cookie. My mom just chopped her really short rather than deal with the nasties. Oh, jeez. Yeah. My brother fell into a pond when he was a kid as well, actually. Didn't have to chop his hair off, though. Of course, when I was captured by the other team who controlled the pond, guess where I ended up? Swimming pool is amazing, and a lazy river and a water slide. Oh, lucky you, horror. Yeah, no, we didn't have that. We just had a bog standard big old swimming pool. Actually, we didn't have a bog standard pool. We had an extra deep swimming pool for where I grew up. Kid, it's good to see you. Day was fine. Just trying to get a bunch of work done. Actually, it was a bit of a struggle with work because I was basically writing up some stuff for work, which I was really struggling to get done and get the motivation to get it done. But I got it done. We got it done. How am I feeling better after the break? I am glad to be back. I am glad to be back. It is nice. But yeah, just like it's sometimes you just to write up a document and just like, it's a struggle. But you know, that's life. You just sometimes you have to do it. It's just for work, and at the end of the day, has to be done, and you get it done. Ooh, ladies on Blue Sky. Welcome to Blue Sky. Okay. Think, yeah. Let's get the sand in. We'll do sand. You ever seen infinity pools? They look insane. Ah, oh, infinity pools are so cool. Infinity pools look so cool. There's a bunch. I remember when I finished up secondary school, myself and my friends, we went on a trip to France, so Nice, and that was we finished up. We did about a week and a bit down there, so we went down to Nice. It was very nice, pun intended. But we were staying in a place, and there was an infinity pool. And I was just like, I just like hung out at that pool way too much. It's like that was my holiday for most of it. Like, that and reading. The others were like more like, oh, let's go do this and this, and we did do a couple of things. I did go out and do the things with the others as well. Like I didn't stay in all the time. But yeah, I did probably spend a bit too long by the pool occasionally. But you know, when in Nice. Oh, well, might as well pick these up now that I've fallen down. I need a pool in my house. Well, these days, particularly in, say, in England, it's starting to make sense, isn't it? Especially during the summer. It doesn't make sense during the winter. You wouldn't use a pool really during the winter, but like in jolly old sunny England, I think pools would be pretty welcome at this stage, wouldn't they? I have a friend who works as a pool cleaner. His advice to homeowners: don't get a pool. That's probably a good idea because they're a nightmare for maintenance. Australia should be legal requirement to have a pool, but they're expensive for upkeep. My cousins had a. I remember actually so I've got Australian cousins, and when I went out the first time to Australia, I was about 7, and my cousins didn't have a pool. Actually, sorry. The cousins I was staying... no, I wasn't staying with them. One set of my cousins didn't have a pool, but my other cousins did have a pool. What state did I go to? My family is in Perth. So, Western Australia. So yeah, that's I've got family down there in Western Australia. And actually I'll be going back again this summer. I suppose winter for Australia, but I'll be going back in August for a couple of weeks. But we're actually not going to we're mostly going to be in Queensland. So myself and my dad are going over to do some stuff there. We're going to be exploring family history because my grandfather was born in Australia, and my great grandfather was also born in Australia. So we want to explore. That would have been 1920s. So a different time altogether. And yeah. Queensland is a big place. It's a very big place. Well, it's not as big as Western Australia, but still. we'll be in the same time zone. No, but yeah, I'm not that old. But yeah, so what anyway, the plan is we're going to go check out. We're going to go visit where my grandfather was born and where my great grandfather worked and stuff like that, and just be. We want to explore the family history. That's the goal. Okay, I think if we do, yeah, that's fine. It's currently 7:45, 7 in Queensland, and it's 9 Celsius where I am right now. Okay, I'll just make sure to bring a jumper. So jumper for nighttime. That's the recommendation that I've had about Queensland, is that like it's during that time of year. Just be ready for it to be cold when the sun goes down, but during the daytime it could be hot. So yeah, all my ancestry is British. It's nice to know about the Celtic ancestry, but probably not the most exciting ancestry. Everything is fascinating. But like the thing is, all my ancestry is Irish, but my grandfather and my great grandfather were both born in Australia. So they're just, but like their ancestry and genealogy or whatever is all Irish. But yeah, it is a fascinating thing to kind of, it's interesting to just like explore their history and learn about where they came from. I think probably the thing that always strikes me as fascinating is also Valhire. Thank you so much for the follow. I didn't hear that. I don't think my sounds are working today. Let me just check and see if my stream elements is connected or whatever. It seems to be not making any stuff and things. Okay, it's turned on. Let me do a quick test. Overlays. Here we go. Improv, good to see ya. Let's do... Okay, it's working. It just wasn't working earlier. Okay. Should have... You guys heard that, yeah? I'm curious to where your ancestors lived. I've got both British and Irish root. Irish is very small, the more British than everything. It's in the father size. No clue my brothers, but ancestry DNA expensive. They are like that. The reason why I actually know my genetic ancestry is both my parents have taken the DNA test thing, with the ancestry.com or whatever it is, and both of them have basically come back with being pretty much almost 100% Irish. There's a little bit of Scots in there, but that's yeah. But yeah, so most of my ancestors would have lived mostly in different places across Ireland. Like I can't even pinpoint to one particular location in Ireland, because I just go back a couple of generations and one part of my family is in this part of the country, another part of the family is in this part of the country. The Scots I know has got connections with through my grandmother's family, because part of her family is Scots. So it's all just it is all kind of like all over the place on this island. It just, yeah. And at some point I had great grandparents who moved to Australia, who had moved or lived in Australia, and I had, yeah, my mum did the ancestry thing. Mine is busy, Sydney and Brisbane. It doesn't take too many generations, then there are a lot of people to track. Yeah. And then it's also down to like how good are how good is the record keeping as well. Because like not every region in the world is great at the record keeping. Actually, I'm going to get the red terracotta so we can actually do a little bit of red. Oh, hello, kitties. Just got more kitties. I'm going to leave them be. But yeah, it's my dad and his 2 siblings took the DNA test, and now we're confused. They made their mom do one so that we know the 20% British comes from grandpa. But we also have the very detailed records from that side of the family, and I have no idea where it came from. It's like, the thing is like I think a lot of the DNA testing is comparing with DNA across the world. So like it's down to where the location of the matches are. So at one point, I think, so both my mum and her siblings have all done it. My aunt ended up getting a random match with some DNA based, I think, in Southern Europe or something, possibly Maltese or something. And we're like, where did that come from? But she was the only person who got it. I was like, oh, okay, right. Well, what happened there? So, but it ended up clearing up because like it is kind of the funny things when when these things happen. It's like you tease each other about it. It's like never like it's all about like the DNA information that you can get combined together anyway. So I suppose it'd be curious how like all the genealogy stuff actually does work there, or how they do it. I was like, it's fascinating stuff. While my ancestry may also explain why I'm so pale and burnt easily. Sometimes it's just the randomness of genetics that ends up with you being a little bit paler than everyone else. Like I know for a fact that some people in my family are more prone to burning than others. So whereas I'm probably not one of the ones that's prone to burning, but others are. Hey Xander, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay, already an improvement, so getting a little bit of red in there. Here and there, I think is the way to go. And then we can leave the rest of this kind of plain. Actually, maybe we just do the red near the sand. The heat is too much. It's biblical. Well, I hear that the rest of the weather is also biblical as well, according to Cores and Jill, who had a biblical level thunderstorm earlier as well. So seems to be just a thing right now, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're dealing with the crazy heat. You're working in the oh, you're working as well? Oh, dude. That sucks. And it's going to storm next week. It's parts of, from what I understand, like parts of the UK are already storming. Oh, I failed at that one. Well, mind yourself into weather. It is quite nasty. Or Ireland has been, it's been fine. We're gonna get hot tomorrow, and I think on Thursday. Yeah. About love and hate storms. Love it cause it's cozy weather. Hate it cause it breaks my internet. That is probably the biggest problem. Ireland has it. Ireland never gets as hot as the UK. Like we're lucky. We're lucky that we don't get as hot as the UK. When you guys go above 30s, we're usually in the high 20s. So it very rarely goes. I don't think it's so unlikely that we get weather which is hotter than 30. Blame the French. I'm not going to blame the French for anything right now because they are suffering far more than you guys. Okay? Yeah, because they're getting even crazier heat. I have over 91,000 points. Need some bigger redeems. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to. Well, I'll have a. I won't be doing anything right now. But maybe as the summer comes along, I will get some stuff going. Okay, how am I feeling this? Am I feeling this good? Mm-hmm. Flying is a struggle, lol. If George of the jungle into a fleet to the potato, what's the worst thing is power cuts, especially when I just got my food. Oh, as long as you got the food first. Heat the food. Make sure the food is done first. Storms are good when you're in a safe, weatherproof location and the storm isn't too bad. Cyclones are enough. I saw there was a pretty nasty tornado there. I think it was it Illinois? I saw that on the news actually the other day. Yeah, I don't know if that was that made the news everywhere else, but like I heard about a pretty nasty cyclone that happened, a tornado. What's the difference between a cyclone and a tornado and a twister? Tornadoes are twisters. Tornadoes are twisters. Tornadoes and twisters are the same thing. Cyclone can be in North America. Cyclone can often be used to describe a tornado, but cyclones are also used to describe tropical storms in the Pacific. So a hurricane in the Pacific is often known as a cyclone. In northern Pacific, it's often known as a typhoon. So yeah, so typhoons, cyclones, hurricanes, generally the same thing, but they often their names are localized, and then whoops, and then your tornadoes in North America are tornadoes, like the twisters. Cyclones are normally spawn in oceans. Water spouts as well is another thing as well. So yeah, I'm from Australia, so cyclones are hurricane, which spins the opposite direction. Yeah. So yeah, you would pretty much all hurricanes come from the Mediterranean. Sorry, come from the Caribbean. So most hurricanes generate the Caribbean, and will be North Atlantic. So cyclones, yeah, cyclones would be Pacific, I think. Because cyclones, I think, are generally happen on the east coast of Australia, isn't it? I think. I'm not sure. It's this is we're far more clued into hurricanes here, because hurricanes, even though most of them only affect North America, that weather directly affects Western Europe as well, because sometimes a hurricane can be shot across the Atlantic over to Western Europe. Even if a hurricane doesn't make it leave North American region, the weather from there can massively affect Western Europe as well, even if it doesn't send a hurricane over, just because of the North Atlantic drift between the two. There's a lot of correlation between weather of the Caribbean up to Western Europe. Correction, they generate off the coast of Africa and build into hurricanes as they cross the Atlantic before slamming into the Caribbean. So that's how hurricanes work. Okay, sometimes, yeah. Most cyclones are North Queensland based around, but Western Australia gets bad ones too. Bushfires, you can get tornado. Those are scary. You get tornadoes in the bushfires? Oh, jeez. It's like, I know about the bushfires. Bushfires are quite a common thing in many, many places in Oz. Because one of the things that kind of like... So, Australia is just the land of scary stuff, in my opinion. That's just like my general experience of like what you hear about Oz, and you're like, it's a scary place because you've got the weather, you've got the fires, which could be considered part of the weather, and then you've got the animals. So, like some of the deadliest snakes in the world, and spiders, and yeah. I should lurk for a bit. Thanks for the lurk, Horror. Appreciate that. Tony, how's it going over on YouTube? This week is over 32 here in Germany. On Saturday, it'll be 37. Oh my word. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about heat on this stream today. So that is nuts. Generally, if you're in the cities, you're fine. Yeah. I don't know if the places I'm going to be... I will be staying in a city for a bit when I'm in Oz, but technically I'll probably be fine. Like, they're not... There's a couple... I'll be doing at least one night in a small town. But then we'll also be staying in a nice place, which is another kind of like coastal town. Anyway, I'm not going to go too much into details about where and when I'm going to be. Well, I've already mentioned when you guys will know when I'm there, because I will not be streaming during that time period. It'll be pretty obvious when I'm not when I'm away in Oz. And apologies, I will forget to do photos. That's why I'll get my dad to do the photos, and then I can share photos when I get home. I'll forget them by then, but fair. Oh, trust me, I'll mention it. I'll mention it in my Discord or something like that. Okay. I feel like those patches I sand are a little bit small. Maybe they should be bigger. Okay, I want to do a little bit of coloring. But dingoes are the only large predatory animals. No big cats, bears, wolves, etc. True. That is true. Though no one wants to get on the wrong side of a kangaroo, do they? The big ones anyway. And remember, there's drop bears. Oh yeah, the drop bears. Yeah, terrifying creatures. Mm-hmm. Vegemite sandwich. Oh, okay, that's great, because I don't eat Vegemite. So I'll just bring the Vegemite, and then they can have the Vegemite, and I can leave it to them. That's fine. Good to know. So I just bring Vegemite, and all will be well. If anyone hasn't had Vegemite, it's no, I can't. I can't do Vegemite. It's just not my thing. It's like Marmite. It genuinely is. It's like, and if you don't know what Marmite is Vegemite. the Vegemite-like substance in that you get in the UK. Vegemite is just releasing a milder version. Hopefully that will help protect the tourists. Marmite is gross, Vegemite is superior. I'll take your word for it because I do not like either. So in my taste buds, they're both ugh. Actually, do you know what? I think I might have to just try again, just for nostalgia's sake, is Milo. I think I'll have to do Milo again. Just because, like, that was because I've been to Australia as a kid, and that would be like, oh. You can tell that there's a couple of Aussies in chat. They're like, oh yeah. I mentioned Milo and they're like, Milo. Milo is great, triple the recommended amount. Good to know. Shit, would it be worth just doing the half and half? Well, that's a good idea, actually. Guys, that's just like how you enjoy Cadbury's hot chocolate, guys. Take 1 spoon out of the tin, add milk to the tin to enjoy tin. Oh, that's funny. You're an Irish streamer with Australian ancestry. Meanwhile, I have an Australian best friend with Irish ancestry. Technically, yeah, I technically do have Australian ancestry. In that, like, I have a grandfather and a great-grandfather both born in Australia. Both of them returned to Ireland to grow up. So, like, both of them were... So, my grandfather was, I think, returned by the time he was 10 or something like that. Or, like, he was pretty young. Young kid. And then my great-grandfather, I think, returned to Ireland, was sent back to Ireland when he was in his mid-teens. So, yeah, both of them, and I don't know what the status of my great-great-grandparents was, so I don't know whether they... I think my great-great-grandmother emigrated to Australia, but I'm not sure about my great-great-grandfather. Very distant relatives. Everyone's related if you look hard enough. Yeah. Especially if you got, like, if you know you've got ancestry in a particular region, like, say, Europe or whatever. You look hard enough, you'll find connections. Okay, I think we've done a good job on this little hill here. We just need to make some more. My friend was actually born in Ireland, but adopted as a toddler by a family who moved to Australia. There's a lot of Irish out in Australia, or people who are descended from Irish in Australia. Like, Ireland has got one of the biggest... I think Australia's probably got the... There's 3 regions in the world with big Irish diasporas. You've got North America, Australia, and the UK. So, yeah, there's a lot. We were spread out. My friend is actually born... Yeah, sorry. I misread that. I have a fun story about how small the world is, but I think I may have shared it before. You know, we may have forgotten it, but if you want to share it, you're welcome to, Luffy. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to place down a couple of spots for I want these little Mesa growths. I think I want to do one over by here. I know we'll probably end up building a building over here as well, but I think I want to have this be one of the Mesa spots. So let's turn it into a little Mesa thing. Okay, then me do a layer of plain. Oz is very multicultural with immigration from so many places. Plus the OG convict colony, yada yada. Yep. Like, that is a huge part of Australian identity. Like, like I had on my mother's side actually. I have a distant cousin who was sent out as a convict to Western Australia. I think he did return home eventually, but like he was is that too white all being white? Actually, I think I prefer having a bit of a mix of normal terracotta in there, so let's do a bit of a mix. So yeah, it's 8 degrees outside, but I have to convince myself to head out to work. Enjoy stream. Cookie, have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope work goes well. Thanks for popping by today. Really appreciate it. Okay. How are we feeling about these? I think we could go taller, actually. Especially closer to this thing. Asked where they were from, and they answered they were from some town in Ontario. Don't remember the name of the town they mentioned. I said, "Oh, I have family in Ontario." "Oh, really? What's the last name?" I told them, and they said, "Oh, we knew my aunt's name. She was a sweet lady. We went to her funeral." Oh my word, that is, yeah, that is such a small world thing to do. It's such a small world moment to do. And actually, I remember actually talking to someone at work or at the cafe. There's at a cafe, and like I was once chatting with someone, and they were like, I just somehow I think I mentioned the town where my grandfather grew up, and she's like, "Oh, I'm from there." I was like, "Oh, did you know this?" And it's like, and then a whole like little connection was there formed, and it's like, this is after my grandparents had both died, so obviously it wasn't kind of like a thing where I could turn around and say, "Oh yeah, did you know this person?" But like, it's just like, it's kind of crazy like how those, you find those little connections and stuff as small world moments. Funny thing is, that's how I found out my great aunt had died. No one in the family had told me. They all assumed someone else had told me. Oh jeez, I think you did mention that before. Yeah, I think I remember that bit. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like that sometimes that is how those things happen. It's just like people assume. Okay. I think we're okay with this. So we'll have a building coming in here to cover this up. I think I'm going to make most of my buildings sandstony. I want to kind of like think of a design there. Do we use it? We could use acacia wood as part of it. How good at PC? How get good at PC Minecraft? Oh, it depends on what aspect you want to get good at. Well, watch videos. Figure out what you want to work on and play with. I personally think, like, my good thing in Minecraft is I know a lot of how the game works, and like I would know a lot of the recipes. I would know a lot of like the little knacks for getting certain things working. Exclusive console player for many things, and I'm trash at PC gaming, but I want to get better at it. Like, if it's going for just console to PC, it's just basically play the game. Like, if you already play console on Minecraft, you already know a lot about the mechanics already. But switching to PC, it's just getting used to, instead of using console, you're now using a mouse. You're now using WASD, WASD. And then you just have to, it's just practice. It's just going over and over again, getting used to the stuff that you use on the buttons and stuff that you use. So that's just, it's just practice, really, muscle memory for that side of things. Yeah. Also, if you're moving from, say, Bedrock to Java, if you are playing Minecraft on console, there are some quirks that are different in Java that are different to Bedrock. So, yeah, there's a couple of minor differences here and there. So, like, redstone works a bit differently and stuff like that. But yeah, from a town in Canada so small they didn't name it. They named the largest town they figured someone would recognize. Finding a person in a small town in New Mexico had a family at the same small Canadian town. Also know a lot of things from watching streamers and videos, to be honest. Yeah, I'm Bedrock to Java, and I love breathing with the door. It's like, the thing is, like, Java works well on PC. Like, Bedrock also can work well on PC as well, but like, it is just getting used to the movements, getting used to your inventory space. You have got a more flexible offhand. You can use your offhand for multiple things now, so just be aware of that. If you're going from Bedrock to Java, you are not limited to what you can have in your offhand. One of the things that often happens is you might accidentally hit the button to switch an item into your offhand, which in my case is F. And then you open up your inventory and you're like, where is my item? It's disappeared. But it might just be in your offhand. The setup for the book here, like the recipe book, is a bit different to the way it is in in Bedrock. So that is something to be aware of. So the book is a little bit different, but it's doable. But yeah, a lot of stuff is comparable, except for building. Actually, if you're hitting Q, rebind. So, just quick check. 56, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's frozen. This is something to get used to. Controls, keybinds. A lot of players will rebind their some of their controls. Okay, here it is. Inventory. So drop selected item. If you switch this out for, say, I don't know, T, you'll be a lot less likely to accidentally hit Q. So you want to change it out for a button that you're less likely to hit all the time. So this is a very good one to change. I've gotten pretty good at not hitting Q most of the time, but it's a very useful thing to do. Is just rebinding your keys. I switched mine over to OR, still within easy use distance, but much likely less likely to accidentally press. Yeah, that's a good one, Sky. Yeah, OR is a good option. Now I do use mods as well, so I have got a bunch of extra things to consider. But yeah, so rebinding keybinds is a very useful one. Deciding whether you want auto jump on or off, that's also things to think about as well. After rebind crouch to a button I can actually reach. That's another thing too. Like, if you're not used to keyboard and you maybe need a little bit more things. You can do your rebinds to like to rebind your keys to ones that you're more comfortable hitting, or more likely going to hit comfortably. So yeah, those are the rebind. The key binds are probably the most useful thing to check out when you're playing on PC. Okay, I think I am going to finish up here. As we've done this, we've done a lot of progress here. We have made a lot of progress. Like we have done the tower. Well, we've done the exterior of the tower. We do need to do the redstone and stuff. We do need to do the interior of the tower as well, actually. So that's something we're going to have to work on soon. We've added more terracotta over here because we found some more. We've started texturing the shape up top. I've been very much with this whole build here. I have been doing this. I've definitely been doing this outside of creative. I'm gonna snooze the ads actually. So yeah, I've been doing this not much in creative, so that I can really get comfortable with just like building freehand and doing organics freehand and stuff. So maybe next time we come back to this world, I will do one of the buildings and try and get some of the buildings going. But if I got time, I might do some of this stuff off stream. Though I've actually got something else I need to do off stream now that I'm back. So we've got some good progress done today. Let's see. So we're going to finish up now. We're going to see who is around to raid. Raiding is fun and it's nice to share the lurves around the internets. So let's see who is live tonight and who I can send you guys to. Okay, so there's a bunch of people online today. Excuse-moi. I think the lantern flickers. Hang on a second, does it? Oh, it does. That's cool. Never noticed that before. I think I'm going to send you guys over to... I'm going to send you guys over to Beck. So Beck Rockroll, she took over Lagunda's body on Skyblock Kingdoms for a month. Or quite a bit of a month. And we hung out quite a bit. So she is playing Bracken's Tower. Ooh, okay. So I think this is a new SMP. So yeah, I'm going to send you guys over there. You guys can check that out. Please do stick around for the raid because it's good. So let's grab a raid message, ! Raid all. Raid all. Please grab that. Or if you happen to be subbed, you can do this one instead. So let's grab a little raid message and we'll go say hi to Beck. So everyone, I will be back on Wednesday for Among Us, and I'll be now that we are returning to content, we will be getting a video out very, very soon, very, very soon. So I'm going to get back into my editing chambers as soon as I can. So everyone have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Slonzies!